What's up, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're coming in. Good evening. I don't know where you're coming in from. We're here with Victoria. Renee's got a busy day today. She's got a lot going on. Always, this girl's on fire. Yep. And yeah, good to see you, Victoria. How are you today? How are you this week? What's going on with you?
Good to see you too, man. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah,
It's been a great week. It's been a hell of a week. Anyway, we've been writing songs, man. Just like
yeah. I see you guys are
everywhere.
out there in the studio again rehearsing. I know you guys are cutting tracks. I know we
Uh-huh.
got a video coming out. I know we have an original that we haven't released. Um, and who knows what else is happening. So yeah, fill us in. What's going on with you?
So much. The band Rust Riders, we're making an album right now.
Okay, so
And
what's the name of the band? Let me know.
yeah, it's Rust Riders.
Rest Riders. Okay.
Rust, like
Yeah,
Rustriders.
Rust Riders. Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice. Nice.
yeah, it's really fun. It's fun because it's the songs are
Yeah.
so boppy.
Yeah.
Not to, and I was really happy that, Ryan was like, "Hey, you want to jump in on this?" And I'm like, "Okay." And so now we're writing, for both of us, for my own personal project and for the band. And it's just so fun working with a band because we have weekly rehearsals. We have, you know, it's
Ah,
fun to play with like drummers and like the everybody is picking things up and hearing your songs come to life
oh man, it's the best.
in like real time,
And we've been
like
saying it
with the
since the
whole band.
beginning. And we've been saying it since the beginning, and especially
Yeah.
coming out of you, I think you've really come to really appreciate the musicianship. I mean, you even started with it today. Like there's something that, yeah, playing solo and backing tracks, there's something beautiful there where you're with the audience, you're channeling your highest abilities, whatever,
Mhm.
guess. But when you can look over the corner of your eye and just like get that smile because something that only like there's just something so special about
Yeah.
the chemistry that
Yeah.
happens, and it's gonna get better. I mean, every week is gonna be great. Just wait and watch. It's gonna be so great.
It's
Before you
so
know it, you're not gonna have to say anything. You're just gonna look at each other and be like, boom, go.
Oh, that's kinda like what we've been doing already. I mean, it's because these guys are just so they're like, Berkeley,
Yeah,
grads,
no,
whatever,
no doubt.
and so, like, they have this sense of music and I'm learning so much from them too. Like,
Right, right,
doing what the with the music, what the lyrics are saying, kind of a
right,
thing of like,
right.
even
Song.
in harmonies, like it's talking about going apart, and then you there's a dissonance in the music, and then it comes back together
Right.
when they come back. It's just so fun to
Yeah,
watch these people be masters,
and all around you, right? I mean, so then you're just like
Yeah,
wrapped in this amazing paper of musicianship. I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome.
It's unbelievable, and I'm just like having so much fun with the whole process. Like the writing process
Yeah.
is so fun because like you walk in, there wasn't a song. Oh, we went to Catalina this weekend.
Oh, nice.
We went to one of the band members has a gorgeous home in Catalina, and we went up there, everybody except for the drummer, but we all went up there and wrote, and I dragged Link with me and Ryan dragged Nikki. And so we were up at Catalina and just that house was full of songs. It
Yeah,
just was. So
yeah,
we just banged them out back to back and then cut demos really quick.
yeah.
And then we had our first band rehearsal with everybody, you know, uh Tuesday. What day is it? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we're like lifetime charting it, so that
Yeah,
everybody gets it. And then they just play it. I'm like, "What? How? What?"
yeah, yeah.
Crazy. It's
It's
just it's so fun.
that's funny. I've been in the room with other singers that come in and they say, "Okay, band, all right, you know, this is the idea," and then
Yeah.
they're thinking it's going to take like 30 minutes to get through it, and like 3 minutes later, it's done, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we got it, good," and their minds are like, "What the hell just happened?" Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah,
I because I mean, I would have it would take me so long to learn that stuff, like,
yeah,
on on guitar or on piano. I have to, like, study it,
yeah. No, you can.
These guys don't have to do that. They're just like, "Where's it go? Okay." So I'll just uh-huh. I'm like, whoa, I don't
How
understand.
fun.
Yeah,
So
it's
cool.
been really cool. It's been really cool. But so yeah, so we're gonna go cut demos today,
Yeah.
more of some of the other songs we have like 35 songs, and now we're
Yeah.
trying to like pull it back
Yeah.
to. I mean, it feels like we already have like a sophomore album ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, 35 is a good pool to pull from, man.
Yeah, and like it's hard because they're 35 bangers. Like
Yeah. Cool.
I
Go for a
I
double.
can't
What the
make the
hell?
decision. Like they've been
Yeah.
asking for my master list for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't cut it. They're all my babies.
That's
They're
true.
not. I mean, some of them are Ryan's brainchild. Some
Yeah.
of them.
Rhymes up. So saw some pictures, and I'm so glad Ryan's in there. So I can just imagine that you guys are melodically, harmonically, just fluttering everywhere. It's got to be so good. And I'm sure the other cats can also sing too. So I'm sure there's
Yeah,
like,
John.
some twos, some threes going on in there, or some doubles, and like, oh man, it's all the difference in the world. Like, you
Different.
can sing one song forever on your own, but as soon as you get two other singers in there with you, supporting,
Forget it.
harmonizing, it's like that is a true. If you want to understand what synergy is, it's like when you put two voices together, three voices, they sound like seven. It's
Oh,
just incredible.
it is. It's so cool too because it does sound like that, and then it adds this whole dynamic, especially when there's like a space before, and then everybody comes in at once,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
and you
so
just like boom, it just
yeah,
like oh, gets
yeah,
you in
yeah.
your soul. And
That's why we do this.
John
Yeah,
is so dude, he's so smart. I mean, I guess he's basically like the music director.
yeah, yeah. It's good to. Oh, great to
Yeah.
have one of those. Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, and he's just like normally people just kind of let me go do whatever I want, you
yeah.
know?
Completely. Don't you
Yeah.
know who I is?
Vocally, but
Yeah,
John's like, hold on. He's like the biggest like music nerd, which is perfect for us.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And he's like, wait, you could do that, but that note is also in the chorus. So if we did this, then it would sound like this, which is a resolve for that. And the lyrics are saying this. So then if you did this note, then it would give us this. And he would play it on guitar. And I'm like,
that,
yep, that's better. That's
that,
better.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Oh man,
I'm not going parallel the whole time.
yeah, yeah.
I'm doing some weird stuff and it sounds so crazy.
Right. It's incredible. I mean, I won't riff too long on like these Berkeley heads, but like yeah, they are for real. Cats that come out of Berkeley are other level awesome
You're
because
like,
of that. It's not just feeling anymore, right? Like you can be gifted with feeling, and yeah, that's great. That can bring awesome melodies that where it all begins. So you can't fake that funk. But like once you get to the next level,
yep.
the understanding of like of
Yeah.
exactly that, how to unfold the story with this so much knowledge about
Oh,
what works, what doesn't work, why, when, how, that becomes like warp
oh,
speed. Then it becomes like great idea to like great polished song,
yeah.
and that's there's a lot of magic in that.
They're
Cool.
really,
Absorb that. That's some good
yeah.
funk. I mean,
It's so cool. It's so cool. And it was good for us to like all learn, bands or it's good for us to like learn like communication styles too,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because bands can be hard.
So
But
is
I
this
think
sorry, go ahead. I'm listening.
no, it's just good for us to all like figure out everyone's role and purpose
Yeah,
and, just having that because it's all so new, but it all happened really fast,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
So
We're
how did
all
it happen? What exactly is it? Are we, is this a new band that's coming together? Or are you finding your way into a band and then now they're featuring you? Or is it your band that they're working around? What's going on?
everything that you just said,
Everything,
all of those
all
things.
of the above.
Yeah, so Ryan started the band, right?
Right. Who I
Um,
thought he was a film producer and a musician. I love this guy.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, dude. That's
He's
what I'm
a
talking about. That's what I love
hell
that
of
man.
a songwriter. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and a great performer. So Ryan started this band for the movie Hollywood Grit, right? I mean,
Right.
basically, we started doing music for Hollywood Grit,
Right.
and then um it sort of formed into this whole like they just started writing songs and it became a band. And
Yeah.
then he was like, then he pulled me in, and we're also like co-banding. So where he's a lead and I'm a lead, and he has his songs, and then I have my own songs for my own project,
Right.
and they all work together.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Just let
I
it flow, man. You know,
yeah,
that's like when the rivers come together, just like the ocean refuses no river. Just go, you know?
the
Yeah.
ocean refuses no river.
Yeah.
Is that a lyric?
It is, I guess it is now. You can go ahead, run with that.
Like, where did you hear that? It sounds like a
I don't know.
song.
Somewhere in the
I don't
clouds,
know.
I'm sure.
You're full of songs too. I
Yeah.
can't wait for you to come out here. So,
Yo.
well, actually, you don't even have to come out here. I can't wait to get in a writing session with you. I'm so
Yeah.
like lit up about writing right now.
Oh, great. Tell me when, man. Me too. I'm,
Yeah.
yeah. There's so many ways to make it work. Yesterday, I was at the studio. Man, it's like, when I just like stop hustling like other people's projects and just start jumping in the playground of a studio environment. I mean,
Yeah.
I was so I could have been there forever. And I was like, I was like, I'm gonna play this now. I'm gonna play that now. I'm gonna play this now. I'm gonna play that now. And just it's so much fun, And I've been yeah, have I been writing songs? I feel like something's been going off. I've been hitting it off with some musicians out here just playing and trying to like, keep that going.
You have to. I
Yeah.
wish you were in LA so bad.
I know. I know, me too. I think I just gotta just be there every 3 months and just call
Yeah,
it.
just do
Um,
it.
yeah, because there's all kinds of cool stuff going on. Yeah, we got this album that's coming out, like not coming out, but in the works. It's taking like 7 years. It's like that piano and strings album, Victoria.
Oh,
This is just
yes.
look, it has a life
Timeless.
of its own, right? So like I'm kind of like surprised to see that it's back in the mix, but it is like studios working on it, or live performers are coming in to track the strings. It's like very pet project, but when it comes out, it's gonna be such a lush, man. It's gonna be like,
Let's
I
go.
mean, yeah, it's just it's like, and it's nothing you've heard anybody's heard me kind of do. Maybe they've heard some nuances in the So Far album that had some really nice orchestration in there subtly, but this is just like in your face
New
piano
deal.
and orchestra. I gotta give a tease on it.
Yeah,
Uh,
please do. I can't wait to hear
yeah,
it.
just some,
You're one of those musicians too that can just like do anything. You're like those Berkeley guys.
wow. I wish I knew what they knew. I know how to play a lot of instruments, but like,
I was gonna say too, it's actually really helpful for me because in the music, in the process while
yeah,
you're finding that,
yeah, I found it.
in the process of the songs becoming,
Yeah,
like with me, people are usually like, "Hey, just jump on the mic." I need to just jump on the mic. I can't if I think about it, the
yeah,
magic comes when I am freestyling. When
yeah.
I'm
When
not
you're
thinking
just the
about what's gonna
muse.
happen. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just I just kind of down low, let it come out of me,
yeah,
that sounds
yeah,
silly, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
I just
And
gag.
all now, it's then I mean, the cool thing about music is that in order to do it like that, you have to have become aware to be able how to be like fully present.
Yeah,
You think
100%.
about it, it's ahead of you, it's behind you, and you're missing it. You got
Yeah,
to be like locked in the moment, and that's the only
100%.
thing that happens is moment, 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 moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. But that's why it's a cool balance with John because he's so doctrine and
yeah,
I'm so free-spirited. I'm like a
perfect.
musical butterfly, and he's like the bass line that just kind of is like, "Do that, but also there's
Yeah,
this,
a
put
sculpture.
it in there." Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so
actually sculpted. That's awesome.
he
And
thinks
that's the
about
joy. I mean,
everything
like
first.
honestly,
He's
I'm
math.
telling you, because Nico on the strings on this, and you got to hear some of this. Is like
Okay, play it.
he's a composer, right?
Yeah.
So okay, Bliss or Do You Still? Just pick a song. I like the choices. I have
Bliss.
8 of them. Bliss. All right, let's see. Okay, check out just a portion of it. I'm gonna get it's like, okay, I'm warning you, this is like piano heart, like these are ballads, okay? Like this is not rock, this is not anything, but check out where this goes.
Come on, I love ballads.
Oh yeah, this one. Good choice. All right, here we go. Right? So I'll be singing eventually, which will be a whole other thing, but check out what happens. Give me 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah. These are my piano songs, bro. These are like from all of my years of rocking out on the guitar and singing. I always had like, okay, a piano song would pop up, and then another year, and then another piano song, and then another piano song.
I'm so mad at you right now. This guy is a musician. You can really play all of these instruments like with the best of them. Like I will stand behind. I would put Samir
Wow.
against anybody. I would.
Well, goodness gracious.
Well, it's
Thank
true.
you.
That
Yeah.
was you. Do you have lyrics yet? Oh my god, I
Yes.
want.
I have two lyrics for this one, and I don't know which way I'm going to go. One of them is like, it's like I call it Kiss of Bliss, this one, where it's just kind of like finally it goes both ways, right? Because I just found out I wrote these other lyrics for it too, where it's more like one is like the final, like I should lean on that one. Yes, I have lyrics for a lot of these. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for all of the live strings to be recorded, and then I'm going to go into the booth and record the voices and just and these, like, how you said these are all your babies. Like, I'm hesitant to lay down the vocals because then the babies will be born, like, I don't know, like, I've been holding on to these for so long,
You
it's
have to
like,
let it go.
I know.
You,
I can't wait.
but you can do. You do have an endless amount of these. Is the thing. I know you. You're an endless well of creativity.
That's true.
So to put on the lyrics, you can change them if you want.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
let's go. Maybe I'll record them both, and then I'll be like, yo, listen to
do
this.
two
What
versions.
do you think? This
Workshop
one or that?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, I can't wait to hear that.
yeah.
Like, I can't wait to hear what melody line you have for that.
Oh, I got that. I've
Hopefully,
got those all day. Yeah, no,
sing
I
it.
have that. That's locked in. So check it.
Okay.
Mhm. This is gonna go into the bridge. Are you ready for this one though? Ready?
Oh,
Uh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. And then I go.
beautiful, man.
And then check out what Nico does on the strings on this part.
Very cinematic. It's gonna be so good for sync. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we have, yeah. So I love it. Nico's kind of relit up about it, and he's like, working with the violin player, and then, of course, we, dreaming up remixes and just instrumental releases and all this stuff. So yeah, so
Of
that's
course.
circling in my hemispheres. Come back, and I think I laid down the first piano for this one like 7 years ago, Victoria, like a long time.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So like, I put it out there, and then we start working on it, and then other projects come in, and we kind of start flying around, and it kind of has its own life, and so it's back
Yeah.
around, and with some
Man,
yeah.
I would really love. Does Nico do string? Is he produce? Does Nico play?
Oh, Nico wishes he was John Williams. He's a composer, like, by trade and by training.
Wow,
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
I would love, I would love for Ryan to get to experience working with Nico,
Oh yeah.
just
Okay.
because he hasn't. Well, everybody should have that experience. First
Yeah.
of all, Nico is the man.
Yeah.
Also, um, just because we're doing sort of like makeshift demos right now just to
Yeah.
get them laid down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just it's
Love it.
different. It's just different. It's
Yeah.
different.
I love it. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
figure it out, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean we're right there, and
Yeah.
anytime we'd love, we obviously we love y'all, so like we'd be happy to
Yeah.
get in there and add some sparkle wherever we can, and I'm excited for it because like it's like because that live interchange is like that's
Yeah.
and I know you're surrounded by so much talent. You guys are so talented over there, and
Oh,
like, and I've just walked in and out of that scene and be like, damn, these guys are fire, every one of you. So like, yeah,
thank you.
I'm so excited to see where you guys just keep on unfolding,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, and then the performances will get really cool, and I'm sure you guys will cut some videos. All of it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny. It's like all of this happened backwards, kind of. Like we already cut a video for the stand-up
That's
song,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
you know. But no, it's just what it is, Samir. I just for such a long time I've been alone
Yeah,
doing this, and it's sucks. Like I don't want to sing the tracks by myself. I
yeah.
want people with me. I don't want to be a rolling stone alone. I don't want to, that song.
No,
Uh
that's great.
yeah, but it's the same direct. It's like what we were doing when you and I first met, like the second day that we had known each other.
Yeah.
It's that same exact direction. Remember that
Yeah.
song that we did? The
Oh yeah. How's it
it's
go?
long time, it's kind of, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna go on my personal album, that song.
Oh yeah, you're gonna keep it?
Uh-huh, 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 I
Nice.
am. I
Yes.
did like little
Made the
tweaky
cut.
tweaks. Yeah, it made the cut. But yeah, so I'm super excited
Oh
about
girl,
that.
and back, I'd love to write songs too, like, all
Yeah,
day, like,
let's go.
for you and for yeah, just let me know when we'll find I know that we'll find the way to get it there, even though
Of
I'm
course.
even if I'm not in LA, like,
It
because
doesn't matter.
I've run writing sessions before, and like it I don't know if you guys have a producer amongst your group. Do you have a producer in the group?
So like, John knows enough on Logic to be dangerous,
Yeah,
but he's
good.
not a
That's what you need.
producer by trade,
Yeah, no,
he's
no, no. You need just somebody to like cut the demo, just like,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Super fun. Well,
yeah,
just
and he's great. I'm
keep me in
super
the. I'm always a phone call away. I got it all going on here, so like,
yeah,
as far away, I'm also right there, and
alright.
I'll make it work.
I'm
I'll play.
so excited.
Yeah,
I love this.
yeah,
So, yeah, so let's do collabs also for that project, but for our own, you
yeah.
know?
Sure. Yeah, there's another lyricist I'd love for you. He just came. Was he? Yeah, he did. He had a good run in LA. He like did some songwriter show and he won and he got his thing cut by.
Songbird?
What's it called? I can't remember what it was.
Was
Uh,
it, like, relatively recent?
I mean, yeah, in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, wait, who is this guy?
his name is Ryan. I don't know what his last name is, but like he hit us up when he came back, and he had his song got won and he got cut by Usher or whatever, and yeah, he was really happy about it, and he just he found us when he moved back to the area, and has just been like living in the studio. He just comes in. We're like, dude, you go ahead, because we have various rooms, and so he
Yeah,
just
that's
goes works on his stuff, and he's a long songwriter, like lyricist, like, so
yeah.
he's just always chopping up another song.
Do you
Uh,
ever meet people that are so good at what they do that is almost too creative? Like, like I worked with this guy that was from The Voice, and he is just a freak of nature. I mean, his dad was like in Chicago, like the band, and
oh man,
he was just a badass. But
yeah,
like, I remember Evan. I think you might have met him actually. Remember, Evan was always like, "Bruh, 2s and 4s," like, and he'd be doing all this like super like creative, artistic stuff, and he's like, "That's for musicians, that's gangster.
yeah,
For radio,
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I kind of get what he's saying, but like also, who cares? Just do what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes both ways. When you're sitting on Evan's chair, you just want stuff that sells, and so it's got to be like he also said, which like my walk away, what I heard him say that I was like affirmed me is like the lullaby thing. It's like it's got to be lullaby. I was like, dude, that's my jam. Like
He's right.
like I love that like all day. It's got to be just that simple melody that just stays in your head.
Singable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I want to not have to think hard about especially when you have 35 plus I have so many more songs than that.
yeah,
You
yeah,
need to not be having to think about it. You have to write it simple
yeah,
so that you remember it.
yeah.
you
How
know?
cool! And who are you working with as a lyricist? Like I mean,
Oh,
aside from yourself, or do you have anybody who's got like I guess Berkeley will teach it to you as well a little bit, huh? Like the art, because that's been my last unfolding pedal. Like I'm such a musician, and I'll play music all day, but when it comes to like telling a story to the music, I've just been
I'm
a
the same.
poet. I'm just like I'm gonna write a poem. That's it. Like
I'm the
love
same way.
poems was my thing, but like lyricism, like the schools coming out of Nashville and like that country music twang like story is like
So
that's
crazy.
another thing, man. So
Yeah.
like, do you have anybody that's from that kind of camp that
Yeah,
you
it's
look up?
it's me, John, and Ryan. It's just me, John, and Ryan. And this
Yeah,
girl named Sarah sometimes write with John, but mostly it's just me, John, and Ryan.
yeah.
And
Good
Nick
music.
sometimes too, for the bass player who just picked up bass, just was like, okay, I'll do this to be in the band. He's a sax player, but
Yeah,
yeah. And John's like a music nerd all around in the best way because he'll be like, he has these whole books of like cliche rhymes that
oh,
you
cool.
don't want to use and like
Yeah,
these like laws of like song patterning and like this will make people's ear get bored if they heard this for this. This
yeah.
I don't
Geeking
know
out.
how to explain this guy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but like and Ryan's a writer through and
yeah,
through. I mean, he wrote Hollywood Grit. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's a
But
writer, and I've never seen anybody be able to come in with a lot of times I'm writing a song and I want it to work, but it's just not quite there, and then you just gotta scrap it. Stop trying to make it work.
right.
Um, he has this very specific talent to take something that wasn't quite there yet, but it had all the pieces, but it wasn't it.
Yeah,
He can take it and just he like massages it into what it needed to be.
yeah,
And I've never seen anybody do this before. The
yeah,
way you've seen it. I've worked with a gazillion songwriters.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I've never seen anybody be able to take the pieces and just put them where they're supposed to
yeah.
be and then flip it. It's
That's
amazing.
amazing. I wonder if it's like that director or
He
am I
zooms
saying?
out.
Yeah, because like in one of the one of the one of the images that popped out in LA the first time was there like ever ago, and I still like see, and I still because is on one of them studios, and I wonder if it's even because my friend was deep into like the Disney studio, but was that the stick figure guy with the Rubik's cube head? Do you know?
Oh,
Do you see? Have you seen that? Have you driven by that? There's like one of the studios, one of the big studios in LA. Like as you're entering driving by the gates or going through the gates, like on the wall is a big mural of a stick figure, and his head is a Rubik's cube.
is it
And I'm,
is it the Hollywood? Is it the Disney studio? Their label is called Hollywood. Hollywood Records, right? And it's in Burbank, isn't it?
yes, probably. Yeah, I think it is in the Burbank area. Yeah.
But I don't remember that. But that's
Oh, and I was like, that's it. Like that's exactly what these guys are doing. Like these storytellers, these Tarantinos who are telling you six different stories, and then all of a sudden they come together, right? Like that for me was the image that
mastery.
tells you the trick of the trade. You got to be able to tell seven stories that all kind of work together and reflect each other, but then you got to be able to finish it. And I
Bam.
feel like that's what you're telling me that
Yeah.
Ryan's bringing to the mix.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. That's it. You're right. It's this all of this complexity to make it simple.
Yeah, and just like
Yeah.
put it all together.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. I
Yes.
love that. It's just my favorite thing. It's just like there's a couple places in this, when you want it to be right, you're like, this could be so cool, but there's just something not hitting,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like
Great.
you want it to work, but
Yeah,
it's just like, well, what if you put also after you've been doing it for so like in the session, it's hard to hear it a different way.
yeah,
Demoitis.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Yeah, you get
Demoitis. 100%.
demoitis. I
Yeah.
can
Oh
only
my
hear
goodness.
this is the way we did it. I
Temp
can't.
love. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like being able to actually take a melody and like just flip it like that is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard. And then he's like just be in the gym, and gets these like I don't know how to call it other than like downloads, but
Yeah,
like
that's what I was gonna say. So good word. I'm with you.
yeah. And it's just fun. Like it just doesn't take itself too seriously, the
Yeah,
songs,
that's key. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It is key because it's important to be able to just have fun with it and not be so serious about everything because then I feel like people I'll speak for myself, will attach their ego, or their identity to a song and then
Mhm.
now you've put way too much pressure on it and it's
Right,
hard
right,
to
right.
move around with that much pressure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just have fun. Go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to why you're doing this to begin with.
Right, right, right.
Love it because it's
Y-
fun.
Yeah, because it's fun. And so like did you grow up a fan? Did you grow up on the Beatles like I kind of did?
That's so funny. Yes, I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I had friends that were like just bananas about the Beatles, man. They were just like listening to them all the time. So of course I got into it, and my anyway. I'll take a shorter story. So then, like I guess 3 years ago, they Howard, the director who did I don't know what, like I think Lord of the Rings. So I can't remember his name, but like he got
Howard Fun. No.
the footage of the Beatles like recording Abbey Road or something like that, one of these albums, and then he
Mhm.
released it on like Netflix or something a couple years ago. Did you see that? Did you catch wind
Oh,
of that?
I don't
So
think I
it's like,
did.
and it was long, it was like 8 hours. So it was like 3 series, and it was like all 8 hours of the Beatles just in the studio chopping it up, just working on their album and like recording some of these songs that you still hear today. And I just watched the whole thing, and like
8 hours.
these guys were so playful. I mean, they were just making fools of themselves. They were just joking. They would just rehearse in the craziest ways and just like just fun. Just
Just
like
having fun. Is
just
that still
having
on
fun.
Netflix? I super wanna watch it. Do you know what it's called?
I'll find out. I'll let you know. I'll
Yeah,
text it to you.
message me.
Yeah, yeah, I'll message you. Oh,
So wait, so what did you learn from this? Like, what was, like, the big takeaway?
yeah, like
Keep
that.
it simple, because that thing I said about we have to be able to remember our songs, I stole that from the Beatles.
Oh, okay, nice.
They're like, "We
Oh.
write catchy melodies because we have to remember it."
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And I think, yeah, and I guess the lesson that I learned from it is like the way to is you play your way to that. Just keep playing until you find it. It's just like you're just coloring until you see something. and
Yeah.
and they would banter off of each other, and like, I mean, obviously Paul McCartney and John Lennon are a duo for the ages, and it's more, and you get to see not just on paper, but like the physicality as to why they were able to do what they did, and they're just like just play, just like like see if they can make each other laugh the whole time, and in everything that they do, from the way they play their instrument to the way that they sing the words, which is how they've managed to create some of these really, I understand the music better now, seeing how they acted in that
Interesting.
environment, that place is a lot of fun.
That's amazing. It's funny because I teach voice lessons, uh, on the side, and I say that to my students is I'm paying $100 a ticket to come watch you. Why would I do that if you don't look like you're having fun performing, I'm not having fun. I want you to enjoy this. When you're having fun, I'm having fun. I
Yeah.
like to watch you enjoy what you're doing. You have to be the one to be enjoyable first, and then the audience will feed off of you, but you can't wait for that to be reversed.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
can't,
good for
and
me
you
to hear too. Like,
mm,
just keep the fun light
yeah,
visibly there. I even on the video that we're working on now, like I look back at the footage and I sent it to you in the text. I was like, I thought I was smiling a lot more than I was. Like I felt I was having a lot more fun than I was emoting.
you
I was like,
did
oh
say
shit. Yeah, because I mean I did. I really felt like I had like a smile on my face, half of the time. But like I guess it was just like I don't know, but it wasn't
that's really funny.
so.
Well, that's another thing too is, all right, check it out. Like this one's for free, okay? But
Yeah, yeah.
like your sound changes when you're smiling. So like if I'm like,
Yeah,
you hear
yeah.
the tone change?
Yeah, yeah. I heard it. Yeah,
Your
yeah, yeah.
tone is so much nicer. It's so much warmer when your cheeks are up and your eyebrows are up.
Yeah.
If your face is dead, your sound is dead. If your face is alive, your sound is alive.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Y'all, if y'all want to learn how to sing, Victoria, look this up. Look her up.
I
You know.
mean, I'm a vocal nerd.
Yeah.
I love it. I still study it,
Yeah.
But
I
that's
need
how
to
you
be. I
know.
need. Yeah. I need to be brave and like walk into that because like again, I'm just like I've just been doing it because it feels right and it's fun and but like have I? And I remember I offered an opportunity to go like go study music. I was like, no, I don't want to have to do this. Like it can be like that for people, but like it's something else. It's like it's that, but it's also just like a safe space for me where I can just like you know be 1,000% creative. Like it's just me in my head. I don't want anybody in my head. Like
I hear you.
so
That's really interesting that you said that because you're right. Like I start singing first and then I was singing and I was actually getting I was a I was getting paid to sing early on. I became a professional
yeah,
quick,
yeah,
by happenstance, I guess. And then I started taking voice lessons
yeah,
and it strengthened me immensely and it gave me all these tools, but I got a little too doctrine
right,
about everything.
yeah,
And I lost the freeness in my voice. I lost the like the performance factor,
mm-hmm,
like the thing where it's like, now forget everything you learned.
mm-hmm,
Know that your body knows what to do.
mm,
And then sing freely. Allow the sound. You don't have to force the sound. You're like eyebrows up, tongue forward, cheeks up, diaphragm moving, ribs out.
yeah,
You have to let go of everything that you have to learn everything and then let go of everything
oh
and
man,
just allow it. And
wow,
that's honestly something I just now
yeah,
being like coming back into is like it's okay to not only is it okay to not be perfect, but if you're thinking about the technique instead of being connected to the music,
right,
you're not going to have your best performance.
yeah,
Period.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
I mean, it's quite the art. It's quite the art form. I mean, discipline, whatever. It's all of these things. So many things going on. Like because I also, I've taught so much in my life, and yeah, there's the constant theme is like there are all these moving parts that we have to somehow get through. Like they're all
Yeah.
moving. You have to learn how to do it all. Then you
Yeah.
got to be able to get through it without having to get caught up on it. And like
Yeah.
you're saying, so yeah,
100%.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
pretty awesome.
yeah.
Anyway,
Very nice.
I'm happy having fun right now. And
Yeah, I'm excited to see it come through. I mean, it seems like so, and I love that it's the film project and the music project together. So the energy amongst the tribe must just be like so visceral,
yeah, it
because
totally is.
yeah.
It's fun, man.
So
I'm happy.
when can we see anything? Can you tease us with anything? How's the film coming along?
I will let you know.
Yeah,
There is a deal that is kind of exciting. I can't really say what it is
yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah. I
Also,
understand.
we want to make sure it gets like locked in stone
Yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, it's we're excited about it. It's
yeah, yeah.
gonna be awesome. So
Cool.
yeah, there was it's been a weird couple years for the industry because of the strikes and then everything's kind of moving around. So like the studios weren't making anything and now they're like they need projects.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there was 2 years where nothing got made really, so,
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so good. So now it's starting to like they're trying to get a little fire going again, and it's just like bring it in, bring it in. Good.
100%.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
I
we have this
mean, what's that?
do we have a this or that?
Oh, yeah, you want to get one? I can get one. Let's go. What's the
Yeah.
theme? Yeah, no problem. Let's pull
Yeah,
it out.
yeah.
All right, this or that, and then let's rock it.
Yeah.
This or that about uh live musical rehearsals.
That's so specific.
Rehearsals, right? I don't know. All right, let's see. Rehearse with the full band or just piano accompaniment? Oh man, we're gonna give different answers on that one. I
Full
hope.
band.
Full band, right? Yeah. And then I just listen to my piano song, so I'm like piano. Uh,
Yeah.
scripted cues or improv based direction?
Improv.
Yeah, improv, right? I
Yeah.
remember being blown away by like the scripted cues where I would see a band and it looks like they're just in the middle of this jam that's just like in nowhere, like nobody knows where anybody is, and then all of a sudden I guess they have an in-ear monitor and they can talk to each other and they cue each other, and all of a sudden on the flip of a dime the whole thing changes, and I'm like, as a listener, it just blew my mind, like,
That's cool.
because it felt like when it's scripted but subtle and you can't see it, there's this magical effect, that's just like, but I mean the improv, I mean, when you just know how to, then the
Yeah.
feeling is just so big.
Or with just a look, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just, not that serious, but, like but sometimes you just look at each other and you just feel it. You both feel it, or
Yeah.
all of you feel it, and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we're going here," and then everybody just follow it.
Yeah.
It's so fun, it's magical.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Totally.
it is magical. How are we all speaking telepathically?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I mean, honestly, that's what it is. It's like
Yeah,
I think the fastest way through. I mean, okay, whatever. I won't go there. But yeah, that's pretty incredible.
yeah.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Multiple takes of a scene or getting it right the first time. I guess
You're right the first time.
getting it right the first time. Yeah. Right. Because when you get into the multiple takes, it can go on forever.
Yeah,
And you never know really when to stop. Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Early morning rehearsals or late night sessions.
Late night
Yeah.
session, come on.
100%. Yeah.
Nobody's great at singing early in the morning. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it, but I'm not happy.
Yeah. Totally. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt. And a little shout out to our late night when we first started hanging out. Those were like 3 sunrises in a row. That was awesome.
They
You-
dang, you're right.
Yeah, it was.
So fun.
All right, live vocals or pre-recorded vocals during rehearsals?
Live vocals,
Yeah,
obviously. Come on.
100%. Seriously,
Yeah.
who wrote these questions?
What?
Um, blocking. Okay, they think we're talking about acting. So blocking first or working on vocals first? Eh. Here we go. Small, intimate rehearsal space or large stage-like rehearsal space?
Large stage-like rehearsal
Yep,
space.
100%. Group rehearsals or individual sessions? Group rehearsals, right? Full costume or makeup? And makeup or just casual attire?
Full costume,
Yeah.
because if I have to look the part. If I'm like, it's hard. It's easier for me to feel like a rock star
Yeah.
if I look like a rock star.
Yeah. 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 True.
You know,
Yeah. If you're in
and if I'm scrubbing out and
yeah,
I feel
yeah. Yeah.
harder to pull out.
Harder to pull off. Totally. Got you. It's like, yeah. Okay. Cool. I get so many thoughts in my mind. Okay. Keep it together. All right.
Same.
Rehearse with the audience in mind or focus on the performance first?
That's a trick question.
That is one. Ripping off of what insight you've bestowed upon us and me today, I would say I would work on rehearsing with the audience in mind, just in terms of like hold myself together in a way that is audience aware versus just perfecting the music first, which is what I usually or focusing on
Yeah.
the performance. What do you think? What would you do?
Well, I mean, neither and both. Like, Uh, I always perform like I'm doing it like people are watching me. Like I'll give the same performance if there's no one as if I do if there's everyone.
Yeah,
And
that's cool.
I'm
It's like,
not doing it in a way where it's like I'm not doing it because for a reaction from the audience. I'm doing it because this feels good to me. And if
yeah,
I'm feeling good doing this,
yeah,
then they will feel good doing it,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
ideally.
right on it. You're right on it because, like, there's that saying they say, like, dance like no one's watching, sing like no one's listening, or whatever it is. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
if you can hold on to that and just push,
That's
then yeah,
the most authentic,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But also, yeah, that's just a complicated question.
yeah. It is
Like,
because it's like for me, and but you're right because the authenticity, like, yeah, but then you also want to be performing, right? So like
yeah,
the
100%.
performance is not an authentic, just hey, I'm just being 100% natural. It's like no, I got the audience in mind, and I'm I'm hitting that sweet spot, right between
Yeah,
authenticity and performance. And so like
yeah,
that's why I think it's a good question because like even today from our conversations, I feel
yeah.
like I would turn up the dial more about the audience perspective and not just be washed in my own
No,
expression.
I will feed off of you feel it first, and then
Yeah,
the audience gives it back to you, and
yeah.
then now you're feeding off of it. Now you and the audience are
Oh,
collaborating.
you're flying. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's the best. I love it.
it's the best. I have to jump because I gotta go into a session.
Yeah. All right. Great.
But
Go
what
kick
a
ass.
fun
Say hi to
question.
everyone. Tell
I
them.
can't wait for you to I'm gonna send you my video today. I did it yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't wait.
All right, great, because we do have a new video coming out. I'm
Yes,
so
we
excited. I'm so glad we
do.
pulled this song off. I'm great. I can't wait to see it. And
Sorry,
then
me
I guess
either.
yeah, stretch it out. I don't know how you pull it off at 8 in the morning out there, and but you do it and you make it look good.
Gotta
So
have to do it.
yeah, yeah,
All
totally.
right.
All right,
Bye,
have a great day. Say hi to
Sue.
everyone out there,
I
and
will.
I'll
See
see y'all
you.
soon. Yep. All right. Chrissy.
Bye.